Hi everyone, welcome back to Balatro Multiplayer Patch Notes Explained. This will be for version 0.2.18. A pretty short one today, but a lot of exciting stuff, so let's get into it. First of all, what ToneBlock has done is there was fixes to Oracle Deck. Oracle Deck, if you don't know, that's one of the new decks where you're capped at $50. You start with medium. There were certain ways where you'd end up at like $54, $55. Now those have been fixed. Fingers crossed, hopefully none more show up, but of the ones that we know about, ToneBlock has fixed them, so that's really nice. Realm Mario, when you're using Phantom's Preview, which is my mod, it's now been integrated into the mod. When you are in single player mode, there's no longer a delay. It's only when you're in a multiplayer lobby, when you're playing multiplayer against another player. So that's really nice for if you're using it for single player runs. And this one is the big one. Steph has added the Heidelberg deck. The idea was by Aura, but the coding was done by Steph. Basically what it does is per KO's effect is always active. So you can't see a per KO, but every time you go into the next blind, every time you click, next round, just like if you have a per KO, it will copy a random consumable in your consumable slots. This one has also been added to the effects of Cocktail. So you can randomly get Heidelberg deck in your Cocktail decks if you play on that deck. Sandbox mode is back. There are Joker reworks, new stakes, etc. I won't explain all the Joker reworks, just go ahead and play it and try to figure it out. There's kind of hints in the descriptions for what has been changed, so have fun figuring those out. As far as the new stakes go, recently Local has announced that the new update will not be coming until next year at least, so it won't be coming by the end of this year, but we know it's been confirmed that blue stake will be reworked, it'll be gone, something, it's not going to be -1 discard anymore. So these new stakes, it's Planet Stake and Spectral Stake, which are the highest two stakes. I think it's orange and gold in normal one. They're the exact same, but without the -1 discard. And because that makes the game a little easier and we don't know exactly what it's going to be replaced with, there's also Spectral Plus Stake, which is the same as Gold Stake. Gives you your discard back, but even higher scaling than on regular Gold Stake. So even harder to survive the blinds because the extra discard makes it easier. As well as it removed edge cases for the banned mods list. Previously, if you were playing and you joined a lobby and you had banned mods, it would highlight them and say, hey, these are banned, you can't use this in ranked. But if you had certain mods that started with like Lovely, for example, it would not recognize them as approved and would mark them as banned, so that has been fixed. So if you use some of those mods and were confused why that happened, hopefully that is fixed for now. Finally, Fernandes Yuri, I don't know how to say that name. They updated the Brazilian Portuguese localization, and that should be all for this video. So subscribe for more Balatro Multiplayer content, and see y'all next time.